You ever felt totally trapped in a conversation with someone who just knows exactly how to push your buttons? You know, that person who seems to thrive on drama, on arguing, on getting a rise out of you? It's so draining, isn't it? It's frustrating, and it can feel like there's no way out. But what if I told you there was a way to get your peace back? Today, we're going to unpack a super simple two-word secret that can completely flip that power dynamic on its head. Just let that sink in for a second. Every single time you react, you're handing over one of these keys. When someone provokes us, our gut instinct is to jump in and defend ourselves or fight back, right? But what's really happening is that each reaction is like giving away a key, letting someone else unlock and totally dictate your emotional state. You are literally giving them control of you. Okay, so here's the first thing you absolutely have to understand. What you're experiencing, it's not a real conversation. It's a performance. The agitator, the narcissist, that difficult person in your life, they're on a stage, and their entire act is designed for an audience of one, you. Their goal isn't to solve anything. Their goal is to get a reaction. And that reaction, well, that's the trap. It's the applause they're secretly craving. It's the fuel for their fire. When you engage, when you argue back, you're validating their whole performance. You're basically telling them, yep, this is working, keep going. And just like that, you've become a character in their play, stuck in a feedback loop that they are completely in control. This right here breaks down that transaction perfectly. Over on the left, you see our totally normal, typical reactions. You argue, you defend yourself, but what's their gain on the right? Attention. Boom. The spotlight stays right on them. You get visibly upset, they get to feel powerful, like they're in control. And when you wear yourself out trying to fix it or make them understand, they just drain your energy, leaving you completely exhausted. See? It's a rigged game. So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? If reacting is the trap, how do you actually stop? How do you just walk away from a performance that's happening right in your face? Well, it takes a really fundamental shift in how you think about the whole situation. And that shift is all wrapped up in this powerful, kind of counterintuitive strategy. It's what we're calling the let them secret. Now, I know it sounds passive, but trust me, it is one of the most active and powerful things you can possibly do. That's it. Those are the two words. Let them. Let them be wrong. Let them throw their little tantrum. Let them think whatever they want to think about you. Now, this is not about surrendering or agreeing with them, not at all. It's a radical act of taking back your own mind by simply refusing to participate in their chaos. Let's put a formal definition on this so it's super clear. The let them theory is all about choosing strategic indifference. That word strategic is so important here. This isn't just apathy. It's not that you don't care. It's a conscious, active choice. You are deciding that their performance has zero power over you, that you will not be their audience, and that their chaos ends with them. So we've got the what, now let's talk about the how. How do you actually put this art of strategic indifference into practice? You know, when your emotions are boiling and you just want to scream. It's actually a very simple three-step process. Seriously, this process is incredibly simple. Step one is recognize. The second you feel that urge to react, you just consciously label what they're doing. Oh, this is a performance. That creates instant mental distance. Step two, release. In your mind, just whisper those two magic words, let them. This is your trigger to disengage. And finally, step three, rise above. You shift from being a player in the drama to just being an observer. You can watch the storm, but you're no longer in it. And this is the brilliant effect of what you're doing. A performer needs an audience. An agitator needs a reaction. When you just withhold it, you create this void. It's an empty space where your energy, your anger, your defense used to be. And here's the kicker. Manipulators are not equipped to handle that void. They have no idea what to do with silence when they were expecting a fight. Which leads us to the most important part of all of this, reclaiming your power. This whole strategy isn't really about neutralizing them. It's about empowering you. The focus shifts completely away from their drama and back to your own peace of mind. And the payoff is huge, as you can see right here. First, the manipulator is just left alone on their stage with no audience. Meanwhile, you get to keep all that mental and emotional energy for things that actually matter to you. You get this jolt of psychological superiority. And I don't mean arrogance, I mean the calm confidence of knowing you're in control. And in that void you created, they're forced to sit with their own behavior. And without your reaction to fuel it, their little performance often just implodes. And that's the feeling you get right away. It's not some long, drawn-out battle you have to win. The moment you choose let them, you have instantly elevated yourself. You're no longer down there in the mud wrestling with them. You're observing from a place of peace and control. You've already won, not by fighting harder, but by refusing to fight at all. So, this strategy is yours to use, starting right now. Think about it for a second. There's probably someone in your life who's just waiting for you to take your front row seat for their next performance. The only question left is, whose performance will you stop attending?